Okay, so here's Bernie and the canoe and Seamus. And this is the lake. So we will officially be the first canoe in the water in Frontenac Park. Ice, yes, a lot of it. We'll be canoeing around the edge and hopefully finding an open path all the way around the giant ice blockage. Wish us luck. So there's the boat. This is our first portage. It's about 2 minutes into our trip.
Non-scheduled.
Yeah, and it's that's right, an unscheduled portage. Because we can't get around this little bay area. So we're gonna cross it on land and then put back in the water on the other side and see how far we go that way. Hey, on the portage from, South Otter Lake to Doe Lake. The portage is non-existent, especially this time of year. Bernie found the way though. Bernie thought the hill we just came up was the worst it was gonna get until he saw the ravine we gotta go through.
And come back, but much later.
But much later when we come back, less food and water. But this is one of those views you've gotta earn. Beaver coming by our campsite. Not a lot of water for him to work with all that ice still out there. Just to give you an idea of how close to the shore he's coming.
Fun fact, do you know beavers' eyelids are transparent?
We try to make these videos educational. Thank you, Bernie.
I just found that out and I've been living in this country for so long.
I just found it out this second when you told me, so if it makes you feel better. So it's, Saturday morning. We're just out collecting wood. Seamus's first real overnighter. He did really well. He's been a great trail dog. Especially since we had to do some bushwhacking and get through some pretty serious ravines. Our canoe got stuck at the portage. The second lake was still completely frozen solid. So, we had to hike on from there to our campsite. So we're just now trying to find some wood, get a fire going. But the sun is finally coming out. So this is the view off the point. You can still see all the ice on the lake there. And then if you look across the lake, or I guess the bay at this point, you can still see the snow across there. So that should give you an idea how cold this particular Easter weekend is. There's a pretty amazing beaver dam right in the middle of the bay there. Alright, here's the setup on the inside of my tent. Over there, mine and Seamus's backpack. That's Seamus in the background and a garbage bag. Corner, these were the blankets Seamus was supposed to sleep with, and instead he ended up crawling into my sleeping bag. I wouldn't have bought a mummy bag if I knew I was going to have a dog sleeping in it. Here's the storage corner and my headrest. And then here is the view out one of my doors. And the view out my other door. Bernie. There with Seamus and Bernie. So we're on the Rito Trail. And basically anywhere there's still shade, there's still snow. Now you can see the bay in front of Flagpole Hill is still filled with ice. And there's Flagpole Hill. And from here it looks like the flagpole has blown down at some point. But we got here in record time, and it's beautiful weather for hiking in. Alright, here's the trail marker, because this high up the trees are all gone. Alright, here we go. And there, lying down, is the old tree that gave it its name, Flagpole Hill. And you can see it's covered with Rito trail markers. In fact, I hope you can hear this. The wind might be actually cutting in on the mic. But there it is. Whew. It may not seem like a huge climb from here, but we're up and down and up and down. Over there is our campsite. Alright, so there's the marker for the trail, and there is where the trail used to go. Seamus has got my legs twisted up. There we go. Alright, so the beavers have completely dammed over the trail. So instead we're going to walk over top of this dam. It's just like a little mud pile dam they've made here. Whoa. Go on, Seamus. All right. So there you go. You can see all those trees that are underwater there. That didn't used to be like that. And there's the main dam. And we're having to come over this little rock ledge here. Looks like we can get down over here. Go on, Shame. Go down that way. Good boy. You can see the water level on the dam is right to the top and overflowing at this stage. That is an impressive amount of water being held back. The goose in there calling to another. Here comes the other in now.
Holy cow.
There you go. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to have trouble sleeping tonight? When the first one landed, the beaver who lives in that dam came really close to it, basically, to remind it whose pond they were in. So I wonder if this is two of many or just two. Alright, we're Sunday morning. We're back at the portage. This is South Otter Lake. Didn't film anything this morning, just got all packed out, headed out. Gorgeous morning. Still ice on the lake, so hopefully we'll be able to make it back easier than we did making it here, but we'll have to wait and see. All the gear that we had to leave here when we had to abandon the canoe. Totally safe. Canoe's still right where we left it. You can hear Seamus in the background. I'm 5 feet away, so he's got anxiety. Nice hike in. Beautiful sunshine this morning. And there we are. Shh. Oh, Seamus is excited to get back in the canoe. Right, JD? Right, buddy? Yeah. So she's back in the water. Just gonna load her up and we'll be back on our way. Right, Seamus? You excited? Bernie, you excited? Let's see, both excited. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in any of yesterday's videos, but that tree right there, that's underwater, is normally about 4 to 5 feet on the shoreline. And if you can see it, it's got the signs that mark where this portage starts. Seamus just saw what I think was a pheasant. Yeah, something flying around up there. He's got him worked into a frenzy. But then just over here I saw another sign, and I wasn't sure what it was. And it is the park boundary sign. So hopefully this isn't a repeat of a video I shot yesterday. There's an iron rod in the ground right there that's actually probably the actual property marker. And there's a worked up Seamus because we walked 10 feet away without him. Aww. Seamus, you having a good time, buddy? Oh, he's still hunting that bird. Yeah. Alright, so we're all loaded up. Nice. While we were loading up, the ice level actually melted a little bit. So, that's always nice. There is the portage sign. There is Bernie paddling and Seamus. And there is the ice on the lake. And I'd like to take this moment to apologize to Bernie for making him do all this paddling while I'm just shooting video. It's gonna be a nice day. Oh. Just a thin crust on there. Alright, I'm gonna start helping now. So we're just taking a little breather in this bay. Some open water. Seamus is right here in front of me. Not loving when we have to hit a little bit of ice. It makes a sound on the canoe he's not a huge fan of. The point ahead of us is where we had to portage over, so we're hoping, since 2 days ago, that the ice will be melted enough that we're going to be able to just squeeze right around it. Here's goes nothing, I suppose. Seamus, calm down, buddy. Say hi to YouTube.